Hey guys, welcome to my channel, The Nazi Faction, guys. In today's video, we'll be talking about Mandela's former doctor's book actually being pulled out of bookstores and Lindiwe Sisulu starting an ANC presidential campaign. So guys, firstly, Mandela's former doctor, guys. Mandela's former doctor has released a book, detailing Mandela's final years, his last few years alive, Bafetu, and that has actually been pulled out of bookstores right now, as of probably yesterday. So apparently this book essentially entails Mandela's last few days when he was still alive. Mandela was quite frail at the time. We could all see when he even showed up at the World Cup that, no guys, this is he shouldn't be out and about, essentially. He should just be at home resting and whatnot. So the book, he actually details who was with Mandela when he died, the family politics, how is that being handled, guys, spy equipment being found in his room, being found in hospital rooms as he was in a hospital, guys, the ambulance that we were told about that broke down actually caught on fire, guys. These are tribulations Bafetu of Mandela's last few days, Bafetu. So the book has been pulled out because the Nelson Mandela Foundation and the executors of his estate essentially have said no, this is nonsense. Gracia Masala also said this is just nonsense. This book has so many things that just did not have consent, Bafetu. Things were just not asked and given permission for you to share like that, and has also put a spotlight on doctor-patient confidentiality, even though the person he's no longer with us. So now many people have been saying that no, Bafetu, this book, we need to read this book. What if this guy's actually telling the truth? Or is this guy looking for a quick buck, Bafetu? The way I kind of see this is that, Bafetu, I don't think this guy, number one, okay, the thing that for me personally, that I believe, I want to read the book myself so I can see the doctor's perspective. Number one, this doctor is this guy's in the military, Bafetu. He was in the military, and he was Mandela's doctor, Bafetu. So the chances of there actually being nonsense, Bafetu, unless this guy wants to be spicy just to make money, Bafetu, I really don't see there being that many inaccuracies. But I can understand on the family's part that there's certain things that if you need to ask before you share, Bafetu. You don't go around taking pictures of people as they're about to die or on their deathbed. That's very wrong, Bafetu. Same goes with information on how that patient was doing at the time, Bafetu. But the person being the person he was, Nelson Mandela, Bafetu, a lot of people want to know what is going on in the Mandela household, Bafetu. Remember, we're just seeing people going in and out of the hospital, those things of Barack Obama coming to see him, but it didn't happen, all that kind of conspiracy type of stuff, Bafetu. There could be revelations to that type of stuff, especially to the thing of the ambulance. Apparently the ambulance did not just break down, it caught fire. Can you just imagine an ambulance carrying Nelson Mandela catching fire? Oh my lord, if I was the EMS in there, I was just gonna say Jesus, take the wheel right now, Bafetu. Nelson Mandela is in the back and this thing is lit right now, Bafetu. So that's stuff like a revelation like that. I feel like we need to know this type of stuff, but we need to give the family, the respect, Bafetu, that this is their family member, this is someone that they loved and deared, in their lives, Bafetu. We must respect that certain information just must not be shared. And guys, in other news, Lindiwe Sisulu has started a campaign trail, to be ANC's number one, but would I rather say number two, because she's really going to be running with Nkosazana, Dlamini, Zuma in December, Bafetu. This is a Cyril race at present, Bafetu. Press 24 had a poll that they had with actually a lot of ANC members, and they still found that, hey, Bafetu, people want Cyril, and then close second was Nkosazana Dlamini, and then Lindiwe Sisulu was just dragging behind Bafetu. So she's started a campaign at the Walter Sisulu Square in Kliptown, Bafetu. She had a rally, Walter Sisulu, Nelson Mandela memorial lecture, something of that sort. So she started a campaign there, saying that, guys, this is what we need. Now, the only stress I have with Mom Lindiwe, Bafetu, is that, guys, she's been very quiet on a lot of things. I have not heard her say anything on state capture, Bafetu, white monopoly capital, land, fees must fall. She's just really quiet, Bafetu. And do you really believe that now, imagine they've been on the ballot box, a person like that, and you're very mum about certain topics like that, Bafetu. I even feel for sure with certain ANC members, how are they feeling? Is she talking about the radical economic transformation, Gigaba's 14-point plan, how they're going to implement that, how she as herself as the minister of human settlements, how is she going to deal with the land question, but with people they cannot, people, you need land to live somewhere, Bafethu. You need land to live somewhere, number one. So that's the type of questions I'm asking myself, like, yeah, when she does get asked and gets roasted by the media on certain questions, like, especially like the land kind of questions, Bafethu. So guys, what do you guys believe about, Nelson Mandela's former doctor's book getting pulled out of bookstores and Lindiwe Sisulu starting a campaign trail to become NC's #1, guys? Guys, thank you again for watching the video, guys. If you haven't subscribed, just make sure to subscribe, Bafethu. Guys, thank you again for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, Bafethu. And I'll see you in the next one. Sure.